Say my name.
DeOndre.
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 The one and only.
When they see me, they know that every day when I'm breathing, it's for us to go farther. You know, every time I speak, I want the truth to come out.
Yep, I'm back. I bet you thought your screen froze, didn't it? But nah, man, I'm just fucking around with y'all, man. Listen, I'm back, and boy, this video, man, this video is a video that is just a tad bit difficult to make for a few reasons. But the main reason in particular is the fact that this video has to do with my Eagles. Yep, the Philadelphia Eagles, the team that got their asses kicked yesterday. And, you know, while we're not here to talk about that dreadful ass game last night, I don't know what the hell that game was last night. That shit was just mind-boggling to me. The team that whooped my team's ass is who the main character in this video plays for. That is Chase Young, all right? The newly traded for defensive end for the San Francisco 49ers. He was acquired from my team's NFC East rival, Washington Commanders, and he was traded over to the 49ers. Now, before we get into what I'm about to show you, please understand that this video really won't be so much about Chase Young, but more so about this thirsty ass fan that is just doing everything in her power to get him to notice her. I found it unbelievably cringe, and I figured I had to show you guys just in case you haven't seen it. So this was just too goofy not to share. Take a look. So we already hitting the ground running, all right? Like we are already, the gun has fired and we are off. I mean, right out the gate, you can see Chase Young, right? He's headed over to the sideline, going right over to his family and wanting to celebrate what I believe to be a big time win, right? I believe that this might have been one of the bigger wins in his career. This was a road game for them, very hostile environment. In Philadelphia, this game was highly anticipated. Trust me, I know this game was anticipated from the last time we played them last year and whooped their ass. And then, you know, they decided to want to try and get that get back this year. So this game has been in the making for a while, all right? And a lot of people had this game circled. And, you know, they came out, they did their thing, right? I can't be mad, you know. I mean, I could be mad, trust me, but you know, honestly, after what I saw on that field last night, I don't know what the fuck was going on. But anyway, you know, this was a road game for them, right? They beat the best team in the NFL, which of course is my Philadelphia Eagles, right? I don't give a fuck how you feel. He wanted to spend a few seconds after the game celebrating with his family, right? No problem. Who would get mad at that? What's wrong with that? Right? Nothing wrong with that. But then out of the clear blue sky, this goofy fan just comes out of the shadows like Batman and peeks out from in between these other two fans standing in front of her on some here's Johnny type shit and decides to go over to Chase Young and just straight slap him on the arm. Like just give him a good old boy slapper right there on the forearm, which might I add is just twice, it looks like it's twice the size of her entire body, right? But you know, that's neither here nor there. And just starts talking to him as if she knows him. Now, immediately after she does this, it appears that his, well, you know, what I believe is his girlfriend or, you know, sister or whoever, right? But you can see the chick in the red cap just look at this goofy chick and you can see her giving her this death stare, right? Like she's just looking at her like, what the fuck did you just do? And, you know, you can see her kind of, you know, rubbing her hands together, like, you know, on some Birdman shit. It's like she's like, you know, kind of, you know, caressing her fists a little bit like she's Mike Tyson and she's gearing up for that knockout punch. Mind you, we only 13 seconds into this video. Like, we only 13 seconds into this. Just please keep watching. Just embarrassing. Like, I mean, she continues to try by any means necessary to get his attention. And he does look over. He does look over to her for a split second. And then after he does that, he then proceeds to move away from her, which is 100% the right move in this situation. Because number one, he most likely doesn't know her. Right? I'm willing to bet he doesn't know her. If he did, I'm sure she would have been sitting with the rest of his family in the stands, but she wasn't. She most likely wasn't even sitting in that section at all. I'm willing to bet with my hand on a stack of Bibles that she probably was sitting in the nosebleeds and decided to come down after the game and, you know, see who she could sniff out to do this exact thing he's doing in this video. When she saw Chase Young going to his family, that's when she was just licking her chops, right? That's when I'd imagine that she was thinking to herself, this is my chance. Screw whoever he's talking to. Fuck whoever is in the way. All shame be damned. I'm gonna go for mine. It was so shameless, even to the point where the guy standing next to her notices like how she's acting and how she's behaving and just how crazy she's being. He notices how just extremely thirsty this chick is being. And even he is looking around to everyone else like, yo, do you see this? Like, y'all do see her acting like this, right? It's just not me, right? It's not me. Okay. And then he starts recording and, you know, and even he is respectful. Like, he was a 49ers fan and even he was respectful. He was just recording, you know, Chase Young being right there in front of him. And, you know, he was just recording. He wasn't bothering. He wasn't slapping all up on him. He wasn't trying to get all up in the mix and be all up with the family. He wasn't doing none of that. He was chilling, just like all the other fans were. Like, damn, lady, act like you've been somewhere before. I'm willing to bet that was his thought, right? Now, I do believe, and this is just my own thought, my own opinion, but I do think that this chick might have been drunk and on some type of something, pill, weed, I don't fucking know, something. Because I refuse to believe that someone in their right mind would just walk down on an NFL player and start hitting on them completely unprovoked. And when I say she is trying her hardest to get chose, just take a look at the rest of this video, man. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I just thought you needed some water. The way that you're just dying of thirst, I thought that you needed some water. I mean, you're just doing everything to try to get this man's attention. Like, this is honestly embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And I hope that she saw this because I believe this video came out today because this was posted on the 49ers page. And so I hope that she looked at this video because, I mean, it went completely viral. That's how I even saw it. And I hope that this chick saw this and was just like, damn, like this is a little embarrassing. Like, I was doing a little bit too much. Like, this is uncomfortable for me to sit through and I'm not even there. Kudos to him and his family for being able to ignore this woman and, you know, be in their own world because she was doing entirely too much. I think we can all agree on that. Like, I don't think like that's, you know, too much to say. I understand that she's a fan, right? I understand she's excited. You know, a player that represents the team that she roots for, you know, is right there. You know, he's in the flesh. I can literally walk up to him and touch him, right? Which is exactly what she does. She shouldn't do that, but that's exactly what she does. But there's a way to handle it. And the way she handles this is completely goofy, to say the very least. I mean, you almost knocked down his mom, his aunt, his relatives, you know, and everyone else trying to get all up in the mix. For Christ's sake, woman. I mean, get it together. Now, I say this not only for you, but for almost anyone that comes across this video that shares the same sentiment. Now, mind you, this video has gone viral. It's been viewed almost 20 million times, by the way. And here's what I have to say to you. Relax, okay? Calm down. Get some help. It's really not that deep, miss. Please back the hell up and give this man some room to be with his family. I mean, please, like just, and then I guess she gets mad at the fact that he's hugging his family and, you know, being all, you know, super emotional and lovey with his family, which, by the way, I'm just going to say this in case you don't know this, that's his family, right? That's his mom, his I don't know, his aunts, his sister, his girlfriend. I don't know. People who are clearly close to him. He has every right to hug them and be all up in their face. Like, that's what you do to fit with family. But like I said, I guess she gets mad at the fact that he's hugging them and hugging his family, and decides to just start yelling out, hey, give us all a hug. Give me a hug. Give us all a hug. Like, she says this multiple times, and it's to the point where I even want to jump through the screen and just yell at her to just shut the hell up. Mind you, this is a player that plays for the other team, right? The team that just whooped our ass, okay? But her antics are just so cringe to the point where you really have no choice but to do that. Like, you have no choice but to say stuff like that. She's a fully grown woman acting like a spoiled, entitled prom queen. Like, he's not even paying her any attention, and you can see her like fuming, like actually getting upset at the fact that he doesn't want to talk to her, let alone acknowledge her existence, acknowledge what she's doing. I don't blame him. Listen, man, Chase Young, just if you come across this video, man, which, you know, listen, I you know, it's possible. Anything's possible. Stay your ass far away from this woman as humanly possible, all right? She is nothing but trouble. I can guarantee you that. I can also guarantee that she's been to other games. You don't just do stuff like this willy-nilly if this is your first time. Like, you don't just get the chutzpah, the gall, all right, to just walk up to a fully grown big ass NFL player and just start slapping him on the arm and just start, you know, trying to get his attention by any means necessary if you have not, you know, been in that situation before. You know, like, this doesn't happen. Like, I wouldn't do that, right? And I feel like, you know, I'm the size of a good amount of these people, these dudes in the NFL, and even I wouldn't do that, okay? Like, she clearly has done this before, but I honestly hope that she wasn't with a guy, like a boyfriend or even a husband. God forbid a husband. Because, bruh, you got some problems if this is your wife. Just being real. Now, his family has the patience of a Buddhist priest to act like this chick wasn't even there. Like, I mean, that's some impressive shit. I gotta be honest. But that's all I gotta say on this goofy ass situation. This was going crazy on Twitter, and I honestly had to share it with you guys because, you know, I just wanted to laugh at this crazy ass fan. Like, it just was ridiculous, the amount of thirst that was going on in this video. But but that's it, y'all. Peace.